The joys of owning a 20-year-old motorcycle. If you remember, when I got the bike last year and took the tank off, one of the captive nuts was missing from the fuel sender, and the other one, another one was turning round and wouldn't come out. The other bug that there was the rear brake cylinder. So we know, if you can see there, that's where the original brake cylinder fits, which you have to take the tank off to get at. So we can take that and throw it away. I've now made a bracket and put it up onto there. So that's one mod. I've had the plugs out. I've also tipped that up and take the plug out the bottom and peered inside, and it looks as though it's been repaired. I've got an invoice for it from 2016, I think it was £390 plus postage. But it looks as though it's been repaired because there's a great big silicone worm up inside there, which I took some still photos which I'll put on. So that was that. So that was that. So I took some stills of the tank as well. So this one here was completely missing, and that one there was turning round. You couldn't get it out. You put these screws in there and it lifts it up, lifts the unit up. Then I got an impact gun and whizzed it round so it came out, but it was quite a large that's the little captive nut. So when that spun out, it was a little bit around there. The other thing was, good job I took it out. Must be the original filter, 26th of the September 2003, and as you can see, that pipe is all perished, and the clamp on the bottom down there, the clamp was undone. It was just hanging there, and that hose has perished as well, but it's done very well for being 20-year-old. The other thing was these pipes from the filler cap, which drain the water and any overfill, were that way. In the manual they're twisted round, as is the fuel supply and delivery from the tank as well. But where these go on to the unit, there's no clamps. Looks as though they'd cut that one off. There was no clamps on there. So that was that. Right, we're back. If you see where those rubber rings are supposed to be. That's how it came out. But there should be a gap in between. The top one should be there, like that. But it's too slack. So that was something else that was wrong. The two pipes inside the tank fit there. I don't know, you can see on those little pieces that are sticking up. But as they had no clips on, obviously if one of them or both of them had come off, it would have dumped the whole tank full of fuel out. So it was a good job I did get round to doing that then. I'll put up a load of still photos because I wasn't going to do a video, but there we can. These rings are £30 each or just over, from MV and Ducati, the same price. These here are colossal price, £4.20 for 5. So that's what's going to go back on. So I shall now assemble this back up. What I did do though, there's 2-pack resin to put those threaded inserts in. I put that unit back in, screwed all the screws in, and then it would located those two in the correct position. Otherwise I know that it would be out. And they're the little inserts that I used to go in. So hopefully that will stop the petrol seeping out. It was coming out of this one, not that one. It was coming out around there. So we shall put these seals on and some clamps on those pipes in there, put the whole thing back together, and see what happens. Oh, and this wire here was not curled up nice and neat. It was just floating around inside as well. So yeah, strange that it had the original filter, the pump filter, which is in there, that was quite dirty, well, very dirty. So that's that. Plugs are all the same. They're all rich, running rich. So I'll have to have a go with the power commander there and try and weaken it down. I think they've had to put the power commander in because that's been modified. Because the Morelli number is different. Obviously, so they've stuck the original sticker on there, but that number is okay to there, but the last 2 digits are different to what it should be. So I think they've got a Morelli ECU off of something else and modified it. So that's that. And it's about to put it back together, although snow forecast for the end of this week. What else? I was quite pleased with that. You can see the level and the condition, and it'll also tell you whether the brake pads, rear brake pads, are going down. Yes, so that's it for so far. Right, as you can see, the rubber O-rings are on. Put some red rubber grease on, and just placed it in. Started all the screws and should tighten them down now. They're only supposed to be 10 Newton meters, but whoever done them before had obviously gone way above that. So we should tighten this down and tip it upside down, or the right way up, and put some fuel in and see if it leaks. Right, I've put some fuel in the tank overnight and it no longer has a soggy bottom. One good thing with the way MV tanks fit are super easy, not like Ducatis when you've got to take 20,000 screws out of the panels before you can get the tank off. The fuel tank here rests on 2 rubber pads. It's got the 1 bolt there and this clamp here, which rests against the frame. The same the other side. So you take those 3 bolts out, take the clamps off, undo that bolt, the cover for the switch, and lift it straight up. It is slightly easier with 2 people because you have to lean the tank on its side to get the pipes off and the fuel pump connection wire. Other than that, super simple. So yes, so that was that. As I say, I've got to paint that little bracket because it's just a bent bit of aluminium that I put on and sort of shaped from the straight, and that was it. Hopefully the weather will cheer up soon and we can get back out again. Yeah, so that's how simple the tank is. Super easy. Puncher outfit in there and a little multi-tool when the seat goes on. Again, super easy. Right then, and that's about it. Oh, the rear seat's been rubbing on there, look. Yeah, not bad for a 20-year-old though, I must admit. Lack of electronics, super. Don't have to worry about setting modes and things. It's all done with the right hand. Right then, that's it. I'll put the seat on in a sec. The other thing, of course, I quite like how the fuse box is easy to get the cover off. Just go like that, lift it off, tuck it in behind the rubber and pop back on. That's it, as simple as that. And these side covers, those bits there, go over there and that knob there goes in there, but you need two hands to do it because it needs to be tucked up underneath there. So that was it. That's something else that's super easy. Right, we're all set now for the warmer weather. How many miles have we done now? 9,713.